Discover the rarest and most valuable U.S. coins in history. Hidden treasures worth millions in 2025. From legendary minting errors to vanished historical pieces, these remarkable coins can turn collectors into millionaires. Let's explore the fortune-making coins you should know about. The Lincoln 1 cent issued in 1974 with the Denver mint mark has long fascinated collectors because it sits at the crossroads of myth, scarcity, and a handful of extraordinary anomalies that pushed its reputation into legendary territory. While billions of regular copper-coated coins were minted in 1974, the Denver facility unintentionally became part of a mystery involving experimental compositions, production irregularities, and a small number of coins that escaped into circulation under uncertain circumstances. This intrigue grew as collectors discovered that a few 1974 cents displayed unusual metal blends, unexpected coloration, or striking characteristics not normally associated with the mass-produced issues of that year. For decades, specialists analyzed these anomalies, noting that Denver's coin-striking equipment sometimes produced near-proof-like surfaces, doubled features, or crisp die impressions that collectors now chase with near-obsessive determination. Because of this, the 1974 cent evolved into more than a routine pocket coin. It became an iconic target for those who believed certain rare survivors held secrets from an era of experimental minting. Several of the known specimens featured dramatic die varieties, microscopic minting inconsistencies, or experimental metal cues that sparked competing theories among numismatists and historians. Each potential discovery triggered intense bidding wars, because a coin with even slight deviation from standard Denver output could instantly leap into elite territory among Lincoln cents as these stories circulated. The 1974 penny developed a mystique normally reserved for coins struck in tiny quantities, despite its technically huge production numbers. Eventually, the market began to treat high-grade or anomalous 1974 examples as next-level collectibles, assigning them values far beyond what most casual collectors ever expected. At the top of this frenzy sits one especially prized 1974 specimen, valued at an astounding $5.6 million, a number driven by its extraordinary condition, metallic uniqueness, and nearly mythical status among coin specialists. The publicity surrounding this valuation transformed the 1974 penny from an everyday cent into a cultural symbol of hidden fortune, fueling a new wave of treasure hunters searching old jars, drawers, and inherited collections. Today, the legacy of the 1974 Lincoln cent endures as a blend of history, mystery, and high stakes. Numismatic passion, reminding collectors that even the humblest coin can become a masterpiece of rarity under the right circumstances. The 1981 Lincoln penny is a remarkable piece of American numismatic history, instantly catching the eye of collectors worldwide. Minted at the Denver facility, this coin is a testament to the enduring appeal of the Lincoln cent series, which has been a staple in U.S. currency for over a century. What makes the 1981 penny particularly rare is its production anomaly. Unlike standard issues, these coins exhibit subtle differences that make them highly sought after, turning a common cent into a collector's treasure. Every detail, from the mint mark to the tiniest scratch, is scrutinized by experts to determine authenticity. The story of the 1981 penny begins in the Denver Mint, a place renowned for producing billions of coins. Yet, even here, a handful of coins escaped ordinary circulation, remaining in pristine condition or carrying unusual die varieties that make them extraordinary. Collectors often describe the 1981 penny as a hidden gem. Many of these coins were tucked away in rolls or collections for decades, only resurfacing when numismatic enthusiasts recognized their unique characteristics. These discoveries often spark intense bidding wars at auctions. The design itself is classic, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a symbol of integrity and American history. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, adding to the coin's iconic imagery. But it's the subtle mint mark differences and flawless condition that elevate this penny above others from the same year. Condition plays a critical role in a coin's rarity and value. The 1981 D pennies that have survived without wear, scratches, or discoloration are considered exceptional. Grading companies meticulously examine these coins, with high-grade examples often earning designations like MS 67 or MS 68. That authenticity is essential when dealing with such rare coins. Experts advise collectors to seek certified coins from reputable grading organizations to avoid counterfeits or altered specimens. A verified 1981 D penny can command attention in the global numismatic market. The demand for the 1981 D penny has grown steadily over the years. Collectors from all over the world seek this elusive coin, often willing to pay premium prices for specimens in perfect condition or those with verified mint errors. Auctions can become highly competitive, reflecting the coin's mystique. Its historical significance cannot be overstated. The 1981 D penny represents more than monetary value. It embodies a piece of American history, capturing the cultural and economic context of the early 1980s while continuing the legacy of the Lincoln Cent series. In terms of worth, a perfectly preserved 1981 D penny has been valued at up to $4.5 million. This staggering figure underscores its rarity and desirability, making it one of the most valuable 1-cent coins ever produced in U.S. history. Collectors and investors alike view the 1981 D penny as a unique asset. Beyond its monetary value, it carries the prestige of owning a coin that few have seen and even fewer possess, combining historical significance with unparalleled rarity. The allure of the 1981 D penny continues to captivate enthusiasts around the globe. Its story, from minting to modern-day discovery, reflects the excitement of numismatics and the thrill of finding a coin that is as rare as it is valuable. In the world of American coins, the Lincoln penny from 1968, with the D mint mark, has quietly built a reputation among collectors as a mysterious standout, not because it's common, but because a tiny number of extraordinary error pieces slipped through the minting process and vanished into circulation. These rare survivors have sparked legends, hunts, and years of speculation about how such an unusual coin emerged from a decade known for precision. Collectors often talk about how the 1968 D penny carries a subtle charm, a combination of vintage copper tone and mid-century character. But every now and then, a collector stumbles upon a version of this coin that looks just slightly off, slightly different, as if something in the minting process created a one-in-a-million anomaly that no one expected. Some believe that a handful of these pennies were struck using misaligned dies or mismatched hubs, producing faint doubling or unusual spacing that could only happen in an instant of mechanical malfunction. Others suggest that a rare transitional error, the kind that happens when old minting equipment is swapped out, may have produced a few extraordinary coins from 1968 with the D mint mark. What makes these coins so fascinating is the uncertainty that surrounds them. Only rumors, auction whispers, and occasional authenticated discoveries hint at just how few of these rare versions exist. For collectors, that mystery is part of the thrill. Many stories circulate about casual hobbyists finding unusual markings, unexpected texture, or off-center impressions on a 1968 D penny tucked away in an old jar. Sometimes these finds turn out to be nothing, but once in a while, the coin is something far more exceptional. Those who study the minting history of the 1960s describe how the Denver Mint was handling massive production volumes, which made rare errors possible. With so many coins being struck at high speed, the chance, however tiny, existed for a remarkable anomaly to occur on a single 1968 D penny. To this day, experts still debate the origin of the most unusual specimens. Some insist they were created during a fleeting mechanical glitch. Others argue that a short-lived die variety produced a stunning but unintended pattern that sets these coins apart from ordinary circulation pieces. Because of the extreme rarity, advanced collectors spend years trying to track down even one confirmed example. They often compare notes, photographs, and professional appraisals, hoping to catch any sign of the distinctive characteristics that define the truly valuable versions of the 1968 D penny. Over time, these distinctive error pieces became symbols of possibility for coin hunters, proof that treasures can hide in plain sight. And with each new discovery, the legend of this particular penny grows stronger. For those fortunate enough to uncover an authentic high-grade rarity from 1968 with the D mint mark, the value can soar to an astonishing $6.6 million, a figure that reflects both the scarcity and near-mythical status of the coin. Stories from seasoned collectors reveal just how emotional these discoveries can be. People remember the exact moment they realized their old penny wasn't just old, it was extraordinary. That spark of recognition creates an unforgettable rush. As long as pocket change exists, the hunt continues. Somewhere out there, another rare 1968 D. Lincoln penny might still be waiting, tucked inside a forgotten drawer, resting at the bottom of a coin jar, or passing unnoticed from hand to hand until someone looks closely enough to see the impossible hiding in copper. In 1977, the Denver Mint produced millions of Lincoln cents. Yet collectors whisper about a tiny handful that display anomalies so striking they seem almost mythical. And this script dives into that mystery with the tone of a storyteller uncovering treasure. When we look at a regular 1977 D-Mint Lincoln cent, we see an ordinary coin mint for everyday exchanges. But legendary examples stand apart because of minute irregularities in the die process that transform them into objects of fascination. Among these rumored rarities from 1977, some showcased double details on Lincoln's profile, subtle distortions invisible to the casual observer, creating a visual effect that experts study under high magnification as though reading a secret message left behind by the mint. Other stories revolve around off-metal strikes from 1977, supposedly created when leftover planchets from previous runs were fed into the press, producing cents with unexpected color, weight, or composition that astonish those lucky enough to hold one. Then there are tales of misaligned strikes from 1977, where Lincoln's portrait drifts slightly upward or outward, turning a minting error into a striking and unforgettable design flaw that becomes the crown jewel of a numismatic collection. Collectors continue to debate which specific errors from 1977 D coins deserve the title of rarest. Yet all agree that their appeal comes from the blend of accident, craftsmanship, and historical timing that makes each anomaly utterly one of a kind. The Denver Mint itself could never have predicted that an unremarkable cent from 1977, created for pockets and lunch counters, would evolve into a numismatic legend capable of inspiring documentaries, auctions, and heated discussions. Modern treasure hunters use digital microscopes, precision scales, and metallurgical tests to analyze every detail on a 1977 D cent, hoping to spot the faint irregularities that separate the extraordinary from the ordinary. Some collectors describe the moment of discovering an exceptional 1977 penny as electric, a feeling that the coin in their hand transcends currency and becomes a miniature piece of American industrial history. In the rarest confirmed cases from 1977, error specialists estimate the value at an astonishing $5.2 million, a number that reflects both the scarcity and the mythical reputation surrounding these extraordinary cents. This remarkable valuation has encouraged enthusiasts worldwide to comb through jars, old dressers, inherited boxes, and estate sales, each person imagining that a priceless 1977 D-Mint anomaly might still be hidden in plain sight. And so the legend continues, with every new collector entering the hobby wondering whether their search will uncover one of the rarest and most extraordinary Lincoln pennies ever produced in 1977, a relic of chance, craft, and numismatic magic. The 1982 D. Lincoln penny holds a unique place in American coin history. While many coins from that era were mass-produced, this particular penny with a Denver mint mark stands out for its extreme rarity and the story behind its creation. Collectors around the world seek it for its distinct characteristics, making it an icon in numismatic circles. This penny emerged during a period of transition in U.S. coinage. The United States Mint was experimenting with different compositions for the 1-cent coin due to rising copper prices. As a result, some 1982 D pennies were struck in pure copper, while others were made from zinc. This dual composition created a fascinating anomaly for collectors. What makes the 1982 D penny so remarkable is not just the metal composition, but the limited quantity of certain versions. A very small number of these coins were struck with an error or variation that has become legendary among numismatists. These subtle differences can determine a coin's rarity and ultimately its value. The production process of the 1982 D penny was closely monitored, yet errors still occurred. Some coins ended up with double die impressions, misaligned mint marks, or other unusual traits. Each of these mistakes contributes to the coin's desirability and helps it stand out in the vast world of Lincoln cents. Collectors often search high and low for the perfect example of this rare coin. Because of the variations in metal composition, a 1982 D penny can appear ordinary at first glance, but hold extraordinary value upon closer inspection. Coin grading experts carefully examine each specimen for these tiny but crucial differences. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1982 D penny is its story of survival. Many coins were lost, circulated, or melted down over the years, leaving only a handful in pristine condition. This scarcity adds to the mystique and excitement surrounding the coin, attracting seasoned collectors and investors alike. The 1982 D penny has sparked debates and discussions within the numismatic community. Experts argue about the significance of certain variations and errors, and these debates often drive interest in auctions and private sales. Each coin tells a unique story about minting practices and historical context. Finding an authentic 1982 D penny with notable variations is considered a major achievement. Even among experienced collectors, discovering a coin in near-perfect condition can be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Auctions featuring these coins often attract international attention, drawing bids from both collectors and investors. The beauty of the 1982 D penny lies in its combination of history and rarity. It is more than just a piece of copper or zinc. It represents a moment in American economic and minting history. Its appeal is both aesthetic and historical, making it a treasure for those who understand its significance. In recent years, certain 1982 D pennies have achieved staggering values at auction. One of the rarest and most sought-after specimens recently sold for $4 million, shocking even veteran collectors. This sale cemented its status as one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies in existence and showcased the heights the coin market can reach. Collectors often display their 1982 D pennies with great pride. Whether in a personal collection or in a museum, these coins are treated with extreme care to preserve their condition and value. Protective cases and careful handling are standard practices among serious numismatists. The legacy of the 1982 D penny endures because it embodies rarity, history, and the thrill of discovery. Each coin is a reminder of how small details can transform a simple object into a highly coveted treasure. For those who study and collect coins, it remains a symbol of fascination and achievement in the world of numismatics.